before we get started here with the thing that I want to play, or actually happened this past week that I
January 20th, 2025. I'm your host here, Nordic 97, joined with LeBlanc James. LeBlanc, how we doing?
We've been better.
We've been better. We also got producer Tim. Tim, how we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Good to hear. All right, we have a lot to talk about today. A lot of things that are hockey related, a lot of things that are not related. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of a choose your own adventure kind of episode.
Oh, not one of those
books. Do you guys want to talk about Panarin? Do you want to talk about Andersson? Do you want to talk about Sherwood? Do you want to talk about some other quick hit things? What do you got? What road do you guys want to go down first?
I think the biggest story in hockey right now is the Andersson trade, so I think we should go down that road.
Okay. Rasmus Andersson traded to the Vegas Golden Knights in exchange for Zach Whitecloud, Abram Wiebe, a 2027 first, and a conditional 2027 second, which will become a first if Vegas wins the Cup. There is no contract extension between these two teams, or between Andersson and the Golden Knights at this time. But I will say this before you guys give your thoughts. Hanifin was traded to Vegas, and there was no extension in place when that deal was made. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this deal?
I'm going to hand that off to Tim to go first this time. I usually go first, so I'm going to have Tim go first.
Yeah. I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. And then it's like, you saw who it was, and you're like, really? Them? Again? And I think I made the joke. I said, the Vegas is the NHL's version, to a way lesser extent, of the Dodgers.
To a way lesser extent.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, they're in on everyone. They get a good chunk of them. And I saw something. If Vegas does win the Cup, the Flames will have Vegas' next 3 first-round picks.
That's hilarious.
Which, through the Hanifin trade and now, which I think I don't want to fully. Nope, that was the other trade. This one for Calgary, I like what they did. If you got a first, possibly a second first, you'll probably be able to flip Whitecloud. So that's just more assets that you'll be able to get back to help this rebuild. And for Vegas, you got the best right-handed D on the trade market.
Yeah.
And in a very weak Pacific division, that's kind of the move you needed to make to put yourselves over the top.
Yeah. I agree. Andersson. So I am going to make this a bet. They are not the Dodgers. And I honestly don't think they're really the Dodgers in any way besides the fact that what you just said. Because the Dodgers, they're going out, they're spending a shitload of money because the MLB lives in a different world where salary caps don't matter and we can spend whatever we want on players. I mean, they just put out how much money to Kyle Tucker? They just gave how much money to him?
Too much.
And they just gave Edwin Diaz a bunch of money as well. Shohei is on a bunch of money. Like, their payroll is bigger than their deferred money is more than some teams' actual payrolls. The difference between them and Vegas is that Vegas actually complies, for the most part, with the salary cap. And they are with this move. Vegas is just going out there acquiring guys the right way, in my eyes. So Andersson going to Vegas, I like the move. I think it really does bolster their blue line. When they got Marner, I said that they were like a defenseman away from being a top tier Cup contender. I think Vegas still has their problems. Besides guys like Aiden Hill and all, like, their goaltending needs to be fixed. Aiden Hill coming back does help. But I really thought they were a top 4 defenseman away from being a bona fide Cup contender. Obviously, Alex Pietrangelo not being there. If Pietrangelo was there, things would be different. But I don't think Pietrangelo is playing in the NHL again. But getting a guy like Andersson to be on that top 4, I think he can be a really good asset for Vegas.
They can't keep getting away with this. That's just all I'm going to say. They can't get away with this. Every top player they usually get, and like they're not the Dodgers. I want to make that very clear. They're not the Dodgers, but to a lesser extent, they kind of are the Dodgers. They're my version of the Dodgers in the NHL right now. They're my Dodgers. But you look at this Vegas blue line. They add another solid piece. Like you said, the Pacific. Go look at the standings right now. The Pacific. Right now, even Vegas is having by their standards, a pretty not great year, and they're still in first in the Pacific. So
they're coming off of 7 straight wins, though.
But
they did lose today.
But look, their record suggests they're better than their record says they are, though. That's my my bottom line here.
I agree.
And you get that piece, you get to go on a run. And who knows? He might. I assume Andersson will extend, but who knows? Andersson also could walk. Think about it. Get a cushy deal. Go into Vegas, win your cup, go get paid somewhere else. I like it for Vegas a lot. For Calgary, at first I was like, Calgary got a lot for him with no extension. But then I look at the pieces they got. White Cloud is good. I like White Cloud. I think he's going to get flipped, though. Like Tim was suggesting earlier. That first round pick, another pick for the rebuild. They could use it. They could flip it. And then they got a guy, Adam Weeb, I think his name. Adam White. What's his name?
Abram.
Abram. I don't know why I was thinking Weeb. But
it is Weeb. It is Weeb.
Okay, yeah. I assume at the NHL level he'll probably be like a depth defenseman. I'm not too familiar with the player. If that.
He was drafted in 2020. He's like a D level prospect.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing was is that we all saw the Boston rumor, correct?
Yes.
That Boston offer. Yeah, that offer was probably always a lot better than what they got for him from Vegas. I assume, and I think it was reported that is because Andersson wasn't comfortable with extending in Boston, so Boston kind of backed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't an ideal. Like he wasn't comfortable with signing there. Just didn't want to go to Boston. I mean, telling that if that's what it was, then this tells me that he probably does want to stay in Vegas, or he's willing to give Vegas a shot or whatever. That's what that tells me when that move came out. I mean, yeah, like that is a lot more. Like the rumor we heard was like Lowry on a first.
Lowry, Poitras on a first, yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how true those rumors are, first of all. But again, like, I think that getting a guy in White Cloud, he is a flippable asset. That's a serviceable second pairing defenseman who can play solid defense. I think, again, like, that could be a guy that Calgary looks at the deadline. Maybe you don't trade him now, but you look ahead to the deadline, you could be flipping him for other assets, and I think that could go over very well. So we'll see what happens there. The first round pick will likely be like, 16 or 17 to 28th or something like that, if not later. But it's still a first round pick in a pretty good draft in 2027. I mean, they have their first round pick this year. You never know. We'll see what happens, of course. I mean, again, I think Vegas wins this trade. If they get an extension, I love it even more. But for Calgary, it's still a great move regardless.
I will say I think Calgary also made the mistake of not trading him sooner. I think if you do this trade, last year, they would have got so much more.
I think you get 2 firsts if you do that trade last year.
Oh, easily they do.
I get why they didn't, but at the same time they should have. Because like last year was a seller's market. This year I have no clue. This trade kind of it low key told me it was going to be a seller's market. Then I saw the Sherwood trade, and I'm like, is it a buyer's market?
Buyer's market. Yeah.
I have no clue. But last year, I know for sure you would have gotten probably more than what Brock Nelson got, the Islanders.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more. And Nelson was a top 15, a top 30 prospect, and a first round pick. Like that is incredible value. Again, like I agree. I totally agree if they traded him last year, but I think it's great for Vegas. We'll see how it goes. Tim, you have any more thoughts?
On this one, not really. I think the only big thing was, like James said, if you did this last year, what could your return have been?
Do you know anything about Abram Weeb?
I don't.
I
But
think
I
he's
saw
from
him.
Minnesota.
He's at Nodak, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In light of that, let's go on to the other trade. The other trade, I don't know, guys. This is a very interesting one. San Jose has acquired Kiefer Sherwood from the San Jose San Jose has acquired Kiefer Sherwood from the Vancouver Canucks. They got him
There
from
we go.
himself.
There we go.
They acquired him from Vancouver in exchange for a 2026 and 2027 second round pick and defenseman Cole Clayton. This is very, very interesting because there's no contract extension in place for Sherwood. You're giving up 2 second. It's weird for both sides because you're giving up 2 second round picks for San Jose. You're not particularly a team that's like confidently in a playoff spot, I would say. As well as that too. For Vancouver, how did you not get a first round pick? How was that market not out there?
So I'm going to start off with this. First of all, Kiefer Sherwood, he's cooled off. I think that's a big thing here about why his value wasn't. Why they didn't get a first for Kiefer Sherwood, because he cooled off. He had a hot start to the year, then he started to cool, and now where Vancouver doesn't have another first round pick. I'm going to do this from the San Jose side of things first. For San Jose, those 2 seconds, you have so many prospects. That other second, you're not really going to need those prospects by that time you use those picks. So why not go out and get a guy who you can extend in the future? Also, the San Jose does not have a bona fide premier power forward, which is what Kiefer Sherwood is in my eyes. So I feel like this is a good move for the Sharks going forward. Like I said, the 2 seconds, I think, they're not really. I think they're like, you know what? Maybe we want to take a little small step forward. It's a small one, not a huge step. I am blanking on because Mike Greer. Sorry, there you go, Mike Greer. I was blanking on the name. I don't know why. Mike Greer's been known to be aggressive though in the trade market. If you don't remember, he also gave up a first for Askarov about a year and a bit ago.
Right.
So I think Mike Greer is probably saying, look at the step. Look at. Obviously, GMs listen to the players. They've taken the step forward this year. Why not reward them with another player? For Vancouver. Sorry, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. You go.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about San Jose before we get into the Canucks.
Sure.
All right. That's the other part to this. Yes, you're not going to really need those prospects. They have so many forward prospects and a good amount of defensive prospects. Like, you don't need those picks. Like, what are those picks going to really do to you? I only like this move for San Jose, though, if he stays or if they make the playoff. Like, I get it. I kind of like it as a light buy for the Sharks here. Like, you're not giving up a lot, but you're also acquiring an impact player. I don't know. I mean, like, I think if they can get an extension in place, I would be a lot bigger on this deal, but I still think it's all right for the Sharks.
Tim, you got any thoughts on that?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm waiting to like give a full grade on this from a Shark for the Sharks until I see like what that extension might be, because like Sherwood's almost 30 or is
29. Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't want, if I'm San Jose, I wouldn't want to be giving out like a 5x5 to him.
I do like a 2-year deal.
Yeah, like I would do like a 2 or a 3-year extension for him, but like that's the biggest thing. If you extend him, how much is that term? How long is that term going to be?
Right.
That's the biggest thing. But I do like that Greer went out and he rewarded this young team that is performing well above expectations and is currently in a divisional spot.
They are.
Currently in a divisional spot in a, granted, albeit weak Pacific Division, but like we just wanted this. Everybody wanted this team to maybe get 75 points. They're at 53 already, and they swept. And this year they've swept the Panthers.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Panthers are having their own struggles, but it is absolutely crazy. Yeah. For Vancouver, you get 2 second-round picks. I mean, not getting a first, I think it's pretty clear, like, the market was just like, no. Like, first for a guy with 23 points, no. Does that tell you, though, that this could be a buyer's market, or is it too early for you?
I want to suggest that we might be somewhere in the middle because Anderson's still got a lot.
We could be.
I know Anderson is probably twice as valuable as Kiefer Sherwood is, if I'm going to be frank there. But we might be somewhere in the middle where like it might be a buyer's and seller's market this year. Might be like we're just in the middle.
Yeah, it really depends. I mean, it depends on how many sellers there are, to be honest. Because again, like we're still early enough in the year where it's like, how many are there? That's the question we've been asking ourselves. So we'll see. But like, yeah, again, like I think that involving San Jose in this, like it's a move for Mike Greer where he's like, I trust you guys. I believe that you guys can make the playoffs. I believe that we're a team that can do it. Maybe we don't do anything in them, but I believe that we can get there. And maybe this is a move to acquire a guy who could be a good power play guy. He's good on all fronts. Like he's good on the back end. He's good on the PK. He can kind of do a little bit of everything. I think if he works out with the Sharks, like, again, as Tim said, like you don't sign him to a long deal, like maybe a 2-year extension after this, and then maybe you give him a longer deal after that. But again, like I think it's like, I was a little negative at first, but I really do think it's a nice little soft buy by the Sharks to make this move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to Vancouver real quick.
Okay.
I look at Vancouver, and you just lost one of your best assets. You got 2 second rounders, which is great, but the player you got is a 25-year-old AHL defenseman, like not gonna get played in the AHL. Like, if I'm a Vancouver Canucks fan, I'm not gonna lie to you, like that's probably the worst news I heard all day. That's probably like
it is disappointing. They've lost 10 in a row.
Yeah, they've lost 10 in a row.
Losses.
Yeah, they lost 10 in a row now. I think Vancouver, they've given the green light to blow this thing up.
Yeah, they're down 4-2 right now to the Islanders. The only thing is, though, and I mean, we've had this discussion. We've beat this horse to death. The only thing is, well, this part that I'm about to go into, the only thing is Vancouver has, like, no guys that are really, like, legitimate trade assets, like, today.
Garland, DeBrusque are probably the only two guys you really have that are going to get you some value off the market.
They're
and
both
maybe,
like
and maybe Hronek. They're on long-term deals, but hey, they're on long-term deals, but hey, some teams want guys with term.
I don't see that happening mid-season. Like, you're telling me they're going to take on Garland's contract. That hasn't even started yet, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He's 29, and he has a 6-year deal coming up after this. Like, I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think that happens mid-season.
I mean, some teams, especially in the smaller markets, like they want guys of those terms.
I get it, but when's the last time you've seen a guy with like 7 years left on his contract?
Well, it's not normal to have 7 years left in your contract and be on the trade bait list. But like,
I get that, but like, how often do you see it though?
It's not very often. We've seen guys in the offseason who've had like 4 or 5 years left in their deals get moved. But at the deadline, it's harder in the season, I'll agree. But I feel like Garland's name is going to be out there for sure this deadline.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, like, he'll be discussed, but like, I feel like a mid-season move, it limits the amount of assets you could get, in my opinion.
Yeah.
With a guy like that. But we'll see. I mean, like, the only guys that are expiring, Evander Kane, like, you're not getting crap for him. Teddy Bluger, you could get something for him. He is hurt right now, though. But, like, you're talking, like, maybe a second at most. And then there's David Kampf. He's not been pretty. Philip Hronek, as you said, has a lot of term. We'll see. 7 years left on his deal, by the way. But I have heard his name out there. I will say that.
Yeah.
I really do believe what really bit Vancouver in the ass last year was the moves they made after the Miller trade and last year's offseason. Because, and I might have brought this up in a previous video, but they signed Connor Garland to a 6x6. That guy would be a trade. That guy would probably be towards the top or at the top of all trade lists right now, had he be on an expiring deal. You signed Demko to an $8.5 million deal. I know Demko is injury prone, but you're telling me a team wouldn't take a chance on him if he had that expiring deal right now?
Yeah. Why not?
You signed Marcus Pettersson for the money you did.
Yeah.
Alvin screwed this team over. I mean, do you really trust him to rebuild this team?
No, I don't. I don't trust him at all to rebuild this team.
I don't trust Alvin. I also don't trust Rutherford.
I don't trust Rutherford.
Well, yeah.
I don't trust Rutherford to make me a sandwich. Like,
I don't trust Alvin. Or not Alvin. Aquilini.
No. I've seen Jim Rutherford do a rebuild. It wasn't pretty. The Carolina days before Carolina was Carolina. Remember that, Tim? Jim Rutherford. It was not pretty. They signed Alexander Semin. That's how desperate they were.
Do you remember Jim Rutherford in his last few years in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, just not pretty. Just not pretty.
I don't really have the trust within this organization to do it.
I'll be honest.
I mean, they have the assets.
I'm going to ask you this right now, just so because we can talk about it, and we can say it. We can have our thoughts. We can just never talk about it until after the trade deadline. Do you think Vancouver cleans house? Which means I'm talking about general managers, everyone in the front office, and the coaching staff.
They should.
They
should just get rid of the owner.
I don't know if they do it mid-season.
No, I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying like. I'm saying like after the season.
You don't get rid of everybody mid-season. That would be
that'd be weird. Who's the coach?
Actually, you know what? They've done that before. Remember when they fired Green? They fired like Benning on the same day. You guys remember that?
I remember that.
I
don't
so
think
it's so Vancouver to do, but it's so rare. Like,
and look, they're talking everybody to do it.
Yeah. Everybody, because I feel like I think everybody has to go. Alvin, Rutherford, even Adam Foote. Adam Foote, who, by the way, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not doing a victory lap here, but I said from the start that was a bad hire.
Well, they only hired him to keep when he was happy.
Yeah.
That's what 20 games. I think a whole 20 games. Or it's like Nets and uses like I am not. The Quinn Houston is a whole different story, but yeah, I just think this team is not built to win right now. This is a team that desperately needs to rebuild in a market historically where the owner will not let them do that.
I think they might get. I think with what we've seen, they may have gotten the green light to do that, though. I don't know. I think Aquilini is a bottom 3 owner in sports.
Yeah, Aquilini sucks.
He's terrible. Again, like with Foote, I totally agree. There's like, I was the optimistic person because that's always who I am. I try to be optimistic about it. Like he's had no redeeming qualities this year. Like
known hard ass.
Good.
Like they're bad and he's a known hard ass. You know that. You know what that's a recipe for? A lot of really cranky players who don't want to play for you.
Yes. I think that team just wants to not. Like, there's nothing going good. Pettersson's playing a little bit better. But, like, when you look at the numbers, is he really playing that much better?
Yeah, I have no, like, I think Ogren's been a nice, like, bright spot. He's been playing really good for them. But that's really that's like a third liner.
That's a small speck in a massive.
Yeah, Z Boyums looked good. I have no idea how Rossi's been. I haven't heard anything about him. So
he's hurt. He's hurt, I believe. Still, I don't know. Vancouver's in a really rough spot. I mean, I totally agree. We've been talking about them so much.
I hope they get McKenna. Like, I genuinely hope they get first overall. They've never had first overall.
Yeah, because 2 and 3. They had like 2 and 3, and that's when they got the Sedin brothers.
Yes, but they traded. They traded up to get those picks. Brian Burke did some fucking. Brian Burke did like some like wizard shit, like some Harry Potter stuff to get those picks.
Yeah, totally. We should move on.
We should.
From that trade discussion, we should move into another team that, as I'm recording, just lost to the Anaheim Ducks, the New York Rangers. They find themselves 2 games below 500 now. They're towards bottom 5 in the NHL. They're actually 7-2 in their last 10. It's been really bad in New York. And there was a letter that was released where they waived the white flag. We're going to read that letter here today from Chris Drury. There's one part of the letter that I really want to read. We're not going to read the first paragraph because it's all, we're doing everything we can and all this and that, and we've tried our hardest. No, you didn't. Anyway, I want to read the second paragraph from Chris Drury to our fans. With our position in the standings and injuries to key players this season, we must be honest and realistic about our situation. We are not going to stand pat. A shift will give us the ability to be smart and opportunistic as we retool the team. This will not be a rebuild. This will be a retool built around our core players and prospects. We will target players that bring tenacity, skill, speed, and a winning pedigree to focus on obtaining young players, draft picks, and cap space to allow us flexibility moving forward. That may mean saying goodbye to players that have brought us and our fans great moments over the years. These players represented the Rangers with pride and class and will always be a part of our family. And then the last paragraph is mumbo jumbo. You will see our plans in the coming weeks. LGR, Chris Drury. All right.
So
there's a couple of things to look at here, but I want to start off with the letter. Your thoughts?
So I sent a better letter in chat, and I'm gonna read you that letter right now. A message from Chris Drury to our fans. Yeah, the season's didn't go great. Whatever, we'll figure something out eventually. Don't worry about it, Chris Drury. Basically, this means. I mean, that's like the Sparks Note version of it. No, like
it really is. No, it really is.
Don't worry about it. So this means when you read what you read, saying we're going to say goodbye to some players. That tells me Panarin's gone, and we also have news about that. This also means I feel like guys like Vincent Trocheck, even maybe Alexis Lafreniere, might be on the move. Like.
So we're going to get into all that meat and potatoes.
Yes. This means, first of all, this is all Drury's fault. First of all, I don't want him like, I didn't, like, he's like, well, I'm going to fix it. You caused this. I don't know what you want. The fans, also Rangers fans are not sympathetic towards Chris Drury at all. Like, at all. I don't blame them, though. The Rangers are a mess. They're the only team in the NHL right now in the East that's below 500.
Yeah. We're going to get into all that meat and potatoes, all those type of things. We're going to get into Panarin. We're going to get into the other players that could be traded. LeBlanc, you kind of went on the basic rundown of all the things I want to get into. I want to start off with Drury himself. LeBlanc, you hinted to this.
I did.
This is pretty much all on him. Yeah. How long has Drury been here?
Too long.
In New York.
Way too long.
Too long.
I think
Drury has been in New York.
They fired Gordon in 22? No, because Gordon was the one who picked Lafreniere, and then I think he got fired the year after.
Chris Drury has been the general manager for the New York Rangers since May 5th, 2021.
Okay, yes, so 2021. Yes, I was a year off.
So they had some good moments. He even said that in his first part of the letter. They had some good moments. They went on some good runs. They went on some fun runs.
They made the conference finals.
They did. Twice. And lost to Florida both times. 2 different Florida teams. But yes.
Yeah.
I view this Rangers team and these Rangers struggles as Chris Drury's fault. And there's really no other person that is at fault at this than Chris Drury. You made moves. You hired coaches. You made these moves that pretty much destroyed this team. Mm-hmm. The players you have traded away most of them have left your team and have excelled and have played a lot better. Tell me I'm wrong.
Pavel Buchnevich.
That's about it. Okay. Buchnevich is the only outlier. You got to always prove me wrong. I'm talking Kreider. I'm talking Kakko. They both left and they played better.
Truba's played well in Anaheim as well.
Truba's been all right in Anaheim. The way I look at this team and the moves they've made and the things they've done, it's on you, Drury. You've been here for 4 years. And yeah, you had some good runs, and that may be what is keeping you hired right now. But the last 2 years have been a disaster with a team that on paper, probably could be a playoff team, no?
Fringe playoff team, yeah, fringe wild card probably on paper.
They're better than what they are right now.
Yeah,
will tell you that.
They're way better than what they are. I just watched the team play recently, and their record, they're not playing up to what they could be, and their record is they're better than their record says, I would say, but I feel like right now it's not great. They've called up guys like Offman, and they finally have Perreault playing at the NHL. Also, that's another thing. They can't develop for shit.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Also, it doesn't help.
It
doesn't help that Igor's hurt either.
Yeah, that is part of it. It's a lot of different things. There's a lot of injuries going on, but you can't blame it on that. These problems were there before. And you see a lot of other good teams. They struggle with injuries and they still be able to go on a run. I'm so shocked that Mike Sullivan has come to this team and they haven't worked out. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
It's almost like he was a Phil Kessel merchant.
I'm gonna ignore that comment. So Artemi Panarin. Let's get into him. So after that was released, Friedman released an article. I'm going to read a tidbit of that article here. According to several sources before releasing the letter, Drury met individually with members of the leadership group and addressed the team as a whole. As part of this retool process, Artemi Panarin was informed that he will not be offered a contract extension and that Drury was prepared to work with him and agent Paul Theophanis, to trade the winger anywhere he wishes to go. Neither Drury nor the agent could be reached for comment. Panarin has a full no-move clause and could, in theory, play out the season, but the decision brings clarity, giving him 7 weeks before the trade deadline to consider where he could try to win a Stanley Cup this season or extend long-term. So, there's a couple issues in this. Panarin obviously wants to go. We can get into that. They really want to work with him to trade the winger anywhere he wants to go. So this is pretty much what Panarin wants to do. Does that tell you, do the Rangers still have leverage with that?
Yeah, they still have leverage. A little bit, not a lot. They don't have a lot of leverage, though. The leverage is so let's say the leverage is here. Let's say this is the leverage right here, okay? Since that announcement came out, it's probably down to half. They still have some leverage, but it's not the best leverage. This isn't like a DeBrincat situation with Ottawa where they had no leverage. This is because Panarin could maybe want to go to multiple places. This isn't just I want to go only here and only here.
That's
now,
true.
It could be that, and we just don't know that. But
yeah, we don't know.
There could be multiple suitors for Panarin. So
okay. So in that light, I mean, we can talk about what they could get. Actually, we'll start out with that. What do you think the price for Panarin is?
Definitely going to be a first-round pick. Probably. I'll be honest. I'm looking at kind of like a Brock Nelson package, but more. So a good prospect, a first-round pick, and I'm probably going to add in another. If the Rangers are going to retool, maybe they want a actual established NHL player as well.
Yeah, maybe they want a young guy, a young player somewhere that could work. So there's that. I agree. Tim, you haven't spoke that much. What do you think?
Yeah, with this whole thing, first off, I just want to get into the letter. when I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's what, 2017, 18 all over again?
It does have those echoes, yes.
It's the same echoes, which gave me the worry. A good, the quote-unquote generational prospect, Rangers being bad. Where have I seen this goddamn story before?
So I am going to comment here because I kind of it all low-key stemmed from Panarin in the sense of like Panarin was a blessing but also a curse for this team. In the short term, he was kind of a blessing. In the long term, he was not that. You look at the Rangers. In 2019, they drafted Kaapo Kakko. Kaapo Kakko didn't turn out the way we thought he was going to. But Kakko had a lot of upside. There was a lot of optimism there around Kakko. And the Rangers, they had some other guys coming up. You thought maybe, you know what? This is the start of a rebuild. They can tool these guys together, and who knows? Maybe they can be a contender. And I think if it went down that road, we'd be looking at the Rangers in the same light as like Ottawa and Detroit and other top teams right now that have bright futures. That's my opinion. Panarin signing with that team a couple days later, it made it feel like they had to immediately be competitive.
Yeah.
And now the Rangers window, instead of being in the situation that Ottawa and Detroit and other teams are in right now that have bright futures, the Rangers feel like they're in the situation of or felt like they were in the situation of like, oh, they have like a 2 to 3 or 4 year window. We're out of that window.
You can't tell me Artemi Panarin, him signing with the Rangers, that ruined Lafreniere's development. That ruined Kakko's development.
It 100% did. I feel like.
I don't think. I'm not going to say that. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say that Panarin ruined those players, but it made them be immediately competitive, which I think resulted in these guys being pushed a lot faster to develop faster, and they didn't get the proper curve and development that other young players did.
Yeah, that's what James is saying.
I was going to go the opposite.
I thought you said, okay.
I was going to go the opposite.
I apologize.
Where they were held back in the lineup. Like they weren't getting those, like they weren't playing as much because of Artemi Panarin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were saying that you can't tell me that he's the reason why their development. Sorry.
No, I think that's part of the curse, though. The curse is that you sign Panarin, but your young guys don't get as much playing time. I think like that really. Like if there was no Panarin, I think Lafreniere might be. He might be Lafreniere. He might be on how we see Raymond and Stützle right now.
Yeah.
Low key, yeah. I mean, same draft class. I totally agree.
Instead,
Kakko might be at the level of those other guys.
Instead, we see Lafreniere more like how we see Luke Evangelista, which no disrespect to Luke Evangelista, but like he's good, he's really good, but he's not like
that's a take.
No one really talks about him that much. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair.
And when we do, it's all negative.
Yeah, right. There's no positive with him. We're like, oh, is this like? There's a lot of like, is this one of the biggest busts in recent history? Which I'm not going as far as saying like he's a full bust because he's still.
I wouldn't go that far either. He's just
in the
disappointing. Like
he's a very disappointing first overall pick considering what he was hyped up to be.
I'm going to bring up an argument, and now
I think it's because they signed Panarin.
Now. We had the debates between, Stützle, Raymond, Lafreniere, Byfield. That was a whole four-way debate at one time. The biggest argument that Rangers fans brought up was, look at all the Lafreniere's points, and he does not play on the power play. So I was told that, if you're the best player on your team, you play on the power play. So Lafreniere was never the best player on his team, so he never got a chance to play on the power play. And I thought that was weird. Like, that's not. Well, first of all, it's not a flex. Second of all, he should be getting power play time. Why is he not getting even power play number 2? Why are we not putting him on power play?
Yeah.
I should say this too. I said this in my video that I posted on my own channel. I did give the Rangers a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. COVID, I think, had a real impact on the players from 2019 to 2021. Like those draft classes were really affected by COVID. Some players came out all right, but a lot of them, like you look at those drafts, like overall, they're not that great. Like even 2020, like you have good players, but like a lot of guys really just did not pan
it
out.
didn't pan out at all. Yeah.
I think Byfield would have been a lot better had COVID not happened. I think Lafreniere would be a lot better had COVID not happened. I think Holtz would be better. Again, you never know, but like I think COVID played a factor in why those guys didn't work out as well.
Bro,
It's a mix of a couple different.
Don't bring up Alexander Holtz. So I thought that dude was gonna be so nasty.
Yeah, bro became a fourth line guy. Yeah. So, staying on Panarin, we kind of went down a tangent there, and I think it was a good discussion. But I want an answer from one of you. One answer from one of you. What is one potential destination for Panarin? One team.
Tim, if you say it, I'm going to slap you. He has that face right. He has face right now. It's a man who's going to say some stupid.
I'm not giving the answer. It's a thought. I don't think it'll happen, but it's a thought.
I'm gonna just go with the obvious answer, which is probably Colorado.
All right, and why?
The Avalanche are currently on God mode right now, and why not just create more God mode? Why not get another Infinity Stone? You know, I think Panarin. Like, think about this: Natchez, McKinnon, Panarin.
That's 3 right-handed players on one line.
That is. I just realized that. Yes,
no, it could work, but
it could work. Yeah, I feel like the Avalanche. I think they just want to get out of the first round, and why not get the biggest player on the market to help that? And Panarin in the playoffs, I know he's been questionable, but I feel like this would be a good move for Colorado. I feel like that might be the favorite to get Panarin right now because I think Panarin wants to go win a championship.
Yeah, probably. Like I definitely see that. I feel like he also might go out. Like, do I think this one? I feel like is more of a long shot, but just with how he's acted during the year, why do I feel like Minnesota could be all over this?
I was thinking Minnesota too, but I feel like Colorado might be the better fit because I get it. Like Minnesota, you get Kaprizov with Panarin.
That and Billy G has just put his balls on the table time and time again this season. Why not another chance to do it?
Florida.
Him and Bob got a really good relationship.
I fear it may happen.
Florida has no assets, though.
Thank God.
They have no assets.
Let's still act like they have one, but I don't know if they'll do it.
We say the same thing about Vegas every time.
Yes, but their assets are literally on other teams. The only player I can see them trading back in that trade, maybe Sam Oshkevich.
Yeah, I could see Sam Oshkevich going back.
2028 first round pick.
You know how long that is to wait for a first round pick?
Screw it, bro.
Calgary's doing it.
Bro. Calgary's in like the queue of all the Vegas' first round picks, like 1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Okay, let's see. What assets? Also, I don't know how Florida's going to be able to do it with salary cap.
What if this is the only place he wants to go?
Florida might not be able to do it, though.
They have their 2028 first round pick.
Yes, they have the 2028, but with salary purposes. Panarin makes $11.5 million.
I can't wait to go back to this conversation.
Evan, I'm mad at you for bringing it up because now I feel like it's going to happen.
I can't wait to have this conversation in like a month or two. I can't wait to come back onto this podcast.
I feel like Carolina
play this clip. Carolina could be on him. We're gonna play this clip, and we're gonna have LeBlanc admit that he was wrong live on the podcast.
Listen,
He's been wrong about so many things, and he's never admitted he's wrong about these things.
shush.
We're gonna hold him accountable for this one.
I'm
I
here for
have a feeling he's going. I had this feeling about Rasmus Anderson. I have this feeling about.
Here's the thing. Every year, you need to make clips of us, just the worst, and then at the end of the year, we play and watch the worst takes of the year. That's what you got to do this year.
It'd be a 10-hour long, just all of our podcasts combined, dude. Talking about.
Yeah, maybe. I'm looking at this. Like, if Florida would do this, you'd have to give up. And this is the guy that I was thinking of and I'm saying it for cap reasons as well. Florida's not going to want to move him. You do this. The main piece I feel like that would maybe need the deal to center around is Anton Lundell, because he makes $5 million.
Why are you bringing stuff up to? Why are you figuring this into existence right now, Tim?
Don't blame me. I brought it up at first. I'm just now looking at it to figure out how it could happen.
I don't know if they trade Lundell. Lundell is a very valuable piece.
That's my thing. I don't think they trade Lundell either. Because right now he's playing as their 2C because Barkov's hurt. And the other thing that we also need to remember, there's no LTIR. Like, you can't go over the salary cap in the playoffs now.
That's true.
That is true.
So they would have to have a salary cap ready and compliant lineup for the playoffs.
So,
which means if they did it, Lundell would have to be moved because they're already projected $8 million over.
The only way this works is if Panarin has to get double retained.
Yeah, that's the only way it would work.
You need to get double retained, and Florida would have to send someone back that is of more or equal value in salary cap wise.
Anton Lundell, Evan Rodriguez, and these are the guys they have on their roster over $5 million. Barkov, you're not trading your captain. Kachuk, you're not trading him.
But I told
Reinhart, you're not trading him.
Here's the thing. I told Tim I was going to hit him, but now that I see how much salary cap room they have, it might be the only option to do it and not have to retain and not have to retain anything. Maybe a little bit. Not have to retain anything. Not have to. Detroit. Detroit has $13 million in cap space. They could do it.
Yeah. Like, I didn't say it because I wasn't going to say it. I was going to make you guys say it.
Because if you said it, there would be some problems.
Well, yeah, that too. Yes, Evan.
Is it worth it in the long term? That's what I ask you, though.
For us, I don't know.
He's 34. Like, is it worth it? Give it, because you're gonna have to give up a lot.
I'm gonna say, got to say something real quick.
Yeah,
Kane and Panarin. Do you remember that in Chicago?
And DeBrincat.
Yeah, well, DeBrincat was there.
Because that was the thing I was thinking of when it came to if the Wings went for him, it would be like you have those two. And then you can put Kane with DeBrincat or Kane with Panarin. And whoever you don't put with Kane, you just throw the other one up on the top line with Larkin and Raymond. So, like, I'm here for it, but I like the idea. But Evan, like you said, I don't know how much it would be worth it in the long term because you're probably looking at, for a Red Wings perspective, Marco Kasper. Carter Bear, a first and a second, something like that, and then there's probably going to be there might be an extension with it, and he's 34. How much are you going to give him in an extension, and how long?
This is even if he wants to go there.
Yeah, that's if he wants to come here anyways.
I mean, Detroit is second in the Atlantic. They are on pace to make the playoffs for the first time in a long time. And if you can I'll be honest, if you can get him on extension in Detroit, I think that completes your top six.
I mean, Boston's in a playoff spot right now, and Rasmus Anderson didn't want to go there.
That's Boston. Yeah. This is they're fraudulent. Because I said so.
Are you sure your team isn't? Anyway,
we are fraud. We're not fraudulent. We just don't have a goalie. It's a difference.
What about LA?
LA is barely hanging on to life right now.
That's a desperation.
LA has current trade. Sorry, they have $12 million cap space, so they could do it.
Hear me out. Same state, Anaheim.
Who does Anaheim have like as a prospect, or am I blanking on anybody?
You're not going to trade any of your big ones. Now that I think about it,
Roger McQueen.
Maybe they. Oh, Pavel Mintyukov. He wants out.
I mean, those guys do love making moves. Verbeek and Drury love to make moves together. So it's like, who knows?
I swear they're just drinking buddies. I swear they're just.
Yeah. All right. That's enough of Panarin.
Yeah.
Other guys on the Rangers who could be traded. LeBlanc, you mentioned Trocheck, and that's a guy who has been brought up a lot.
Yeah, I'm just on Ranger on the Puckpedia right now. Let's look at the players while we're talking here. Trocheck is a good move. He has term though. He has 4 years of his deal. He has a modified no trade clause. I'm pretty sure he's got a shield on his thing. What is this? It's a 12-team no trade list.
James, you said he's got term on his deal?
Yeah.
My God, that's Steve Yzerman music.
Yeah. If Ottawa was in contention and had a center problem, I think they would go for him, but they don't, and they're not in contention anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Trocheck is a guy.
We got a center problem.
Do you know what? You know what I could see, and I think you might either you're going to yell at me or you're going to think I'm a genius. Trocheck back to Carolina. They have a center problem.
I was just about to say Carolina.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. He was so good in Carolina too. That team loved having him there. It seemed like, and if he goes back to Carolina, that gives you that 2 seed that they've been looking for.
They've been desperately looking for, yeah.
And then if you need to make the money work,
you can throw in Kotkaniemi in there.
I was just about to say, would New York take Kotkaniemi on?
Probably you have to throw another asset with it, but I think they would in a deal like that.
Yeah. Jay, I think we should be GMs. I think we can get some things done.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Thank you, Tim. I needed that.
You're welcome.
Trocheck, again, like it defeats my analogy of anybody on Vancouver, so I'm gonna refrain from comment on him. Carson Soucy, that's another guy. I mean, like on my video, I looked at guys like that, like have like legitimate value. It's pretty much Panarin, like guys that expire soon. It's pretty much Panarin. Like you have Carson Soucy, you have Taylor Radish,
Sam Carrick, even though he has no value.
That's like a fourth liner though. Like that's
no. Why would we just throw Matt Rempe on the market? See what happens.
Yeah, why not? I mean, again, you're doing a retool. It's not like you're tearing the team down. So
you should tear the team down though.
Okay, maybe you should, but they're not doing that, so it's not even worth having that debate or discussion.
Yeah, speaks to me on a team that will never get the green light, the New York Rangers.
Yeah. So I look at that and I view Panarin as their top guy. I think Trocheck is probably number 2. Soucy is probably number 3. Radish is 4. We'll see.
What about a guy? What about a guy like Braden Schneider?
Schneider it depends though.
They could get really good value for him.
They could. I mean, like it's all about like, do you want to get rid of all of your young players?
Well, Schneider's
24. That's not a guy you should move. That's not a guy you would want to move if you're in a retool.
Yeah.
But if he's available, I know
If
one
he's
team I
available,
want
teams
all
will
of
make
that.
offers. That's what I mean. Like, you might get an offer.
If he's available, you better any team in a playoff spot better be all over him.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Goalie fight.
Yes, it's about time.
This is the first goalie fight since Cam Talbot and Mike Smith in 2020. And I can't believe I watched it live. That's what they said on the broadcast. They said that on the broadcast, LeBlanc.
It's wrong, but
They're
okay.
not wrong.
Allmark got into it with Kemper.
Who got into it with Kemper?
Allmark got into it with Kemper this year. It wasn't a full-on fight, Bill, but they had tussle. But yeah, I would say then yeah.
Like if we're going like full-on goalie fight, the last one was Smith and Talbot.
Yeah, because the rest are like, oh no, don't fight, no. Like give the fans what they fucking want.
We could have had. Do you remember the Binnington Fleury one that almost happened?
Yep.
But the refs stopped it. Like when I saw that, the thing that shocked me the most, it wasn't the fact that Ned was involved. So I'm like, yeah, I saw him in Detroit. Like when I saw it, I'm like, okay, Ned was involved. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, that was Bobrovsky? Bob, the one who instigated was
usually the refs shut that down immediately. Like immediately.
I can't believe they let him go. And then they came back and played. I can't.
That's the best part. Bob got a standing O.
Yeah. They were going nuts in that arena in Florida.
When I sent the clip to some of my buddies, one of my buddies went, oh, so that's the key to getting a goalie fight. You got to get there with your gloves already off.
Right.
Because Bob got in there and was grabbing Ned without his gloves on already. I'm like, huh, you're onto something.
Oh,
you
my
might
God.
be onto something here.
Here's one thing we missed. Rick Bowness is the new coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
But why? Why?
Right.
Dean Evison was fired. Obviously, the Blue Jackets have had their struggles. Since Bowness has come to Columbus, the Blue Jackets have been better. I want to know your guys' thoughts, though, on the overall hire. What do we think?
Retire. You were retired. Stay retired. Go with your grandkids. Like Bonus. I'm gonna give you this. Bonus was the first coach of the Ottawa Senators.
Oh, don't
That's
worry.
how
I got Ottawa
he's been
stuff.
coaching. Like he's a good coach. I'm not gonna say he's a bad coach, but like it's time to hang it up. I think Evanston was kind of a buzzkill in Columbus. I think the first year with him there, he was hired the same year as at least he was hired last year, right?
Yeah, last year was his first year.
Yeah, so yeah. Evans, I think Minnesota players will say this as well. Like Evanston, like he's very fiery coach, but he's also very on your ass. And you could see, look what Igor Chinnikov said about him. He's like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Which,
I don't think
crazy comment. I can't believe he said that.
I can't believe he said that either. Like,
I just don't think he was being managed well in Columbus. That was shown.
Yeah, he was not being managed well in Columbus.
Yeah. I got something fun.
Oh.
LeBlanc, you had quite a weekend.
I hate this, but okay.
All right, let me talk before you lose your mind. Let me say everything first before you go nuts. LeBlanc played the Montreal, LeBlanc himself.
I played them. Yeah, me. Just me. Only me.
James suited up.
Might as well have been. The Ottawa Senators took on the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings this weekend. Saturday.
James
Senators have a 5-3 lead heading into the last couple of minutes of the game. At that point, it was 5-3. Montreal had 13 shots. There were 3 goals allowed.
I hate you for this.
That alone is nuts. In the final couple minutes, Montreal scores 2 goals, and they get the win in overtime. Levi Merrilainen, 19 shots against, 6 goals allowed, a .684 save percentage.
You know what? I hate
The
that
next
making me
day-
relive this.
The
I hate making me relive.
the next day, they take on Detroit. James Reimer, his first game since last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
34 shots against, 882. Better, but still not that great. The crazy thing is the Senators still got 2 of 4 points. The other problem is, though, they lost against 2 divisional rivals. And you know what I saw a couple of days ago? Ullmark did travel with the team on the road trip, but they still have no timetable of his return. LeBlanc, what's going on in LeBlanc land right now?
So, first of all, I hate you for making me fucking relive this shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get over it. That Montreal game, I don't think I've ever been that pissed after a regular season loss. Like, ever. You all heard the voice clips. Like, it was not fun.
Crash out.
It was not fun. I punched the clock. Like,
Can we see the clock?
the clock is upstairs.
Wow.
But no, I texted Tim, like, I think I may have broken my hand. Yeah, that was, like, I'm sorry, like, 5-3 with 4 minutes to go. And you fucking blow it? That one, I'm just like, I was so... Also because, like, oh, fuck it, I can't stand Montreal fans. I can't stand them. To have them go home happy? Like, Ottawa dominated every single part of that game. Ottawa dominated. You put up 5... Usually when your team put up 5 goals, you win the fucking game. We had goal support. The Detroit one, I'm not so pissed at. It's just that, back-to-back games, losing overtime fucking sucks. I'll take the points, sure, but that Montreal game, you should have won that game.
You want to listen to the Sanderson clip?
I've heard the Sanderson clip. I've heard the other Sanderson clip, too, that you haven't heard yet.
Is it the one about him talking about being a wing?
Yep.
I think, some good saves, but, I think at the end of the day, you got to make more than 10 saves to win the game.
Let me find the other one. There's another one.
Yeah, where he says that they're used to playing in away games at home.
Oof.
Let's see if I can find it.
That might be the more damning clip of the two. I'm not going to lie. And I haven't even heard that one yet.
The thing is, everyone's giving Sanderson shit for you need to make more than 10 saves in a night, but he's not wrong, though, at all.
So I'm going to say this. Sorry, I kind of paused there. I was trying to find the other quote. I can't find it. But yes, I see it. I can't find the video to play. That on its own is crazy. I was a little bit shocked that he said that. I'm not saying he's wrong or that he's a bad teammate, because you got to hold guys accountable. Like, that's what you got to do as a player and even as a coach and as a leader. Sanderson has an A, right? Like, he's a part of leadership there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So he is a shit teammate then.
It's Kachuk. No, it's Kachuk, Giroux, and Shabbat have the letters.
All right, but you got what I mean. Like, there's a culture there where you're trying to hold guys accountable.
The culture is to be held accountable for everything that you do, and I feel like Sanderson was trying to implement that culture onto the team.
Him saying that in the media was just shocking to me, though. Like, you don't see that happen often, where a player comes out and calls out their goalie.
But like a coach would do, it's a challenge to the player to play better. And I understand where Sanderson's coming from. I really do. But in the media, it's not a great look. But I don't think it's just like it's like I thought so. Oh my God, this is such a bad locker room. I don't think it's that big a deal. Personally, because I feel like they probably had a conversation after it was posted to the media, Levy and Sanderson, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I think when you look in the grand scheme of things and you look at how like that team performed that game, like he's not wrong. Like again, like I don't think he's wrong in that light. Like your defense, yeah, everybody says the defense, but like 6 goals on 20 shots, like that's not the defense playing
on 19 bad. Shots, even worse.
Yes, it's not the defense playing bad. I still am very, very like I don't know. Like that might be the biggest thing that keeps the Sens out of the playoffs this year. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean we've beaten that to death too, where goaltending is not good enough. If Ottawa had even .890 goaltending, they'd be in a playoff spot, and I will die on that hill. If they get if they win those 2 games, they're only 4 points out. They're 6 points out currently.
They're right there. We'll see. Leo Carlson will miss the next 3 to 5 weeks due to a left thigh injury.
Oof.
He's not playing out 100% even before that.
Yeah,
no, he was. He has about 100% since like what? November?
Yeah, probably. Since like December 15th, he had like
quiet.
He had like 5 points. Like it was really bad. And that's not like a skid or him cooling off. That's like him not being 100% for sure.
Yeah.
That's all I got in terms of news. Tim, would you like to do NCAA corner?
Yeah. I can run through the top 5 real quick. Just gotta pull it up. Top 5 is back to the way things should be.
Okay.
The state of Michigan owns the top 3 spots. Unfortunately, not the way I fully want it. Michigan is still number 1, but that I'm interested to see how that team plays for a while because Ivan Kovic is out long term with a knee injury. So how will they be able to survive with their goaltending? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But for right now, they're still at 1. At 2, Michigan State. We had a big road sweep this weekend against Wisconsin. That was needed to get them back on track. Number 3, team who's been hot and very hot as of late. Western Michigan is back to being Western Michigan, which thank God I've been waiting for them to finally be back to what they could be. Number 4, I have North Dakota. North Dakota they're a wagon in their own right. They're the top 2. Western and North Dakota are the top 2 in their conference. And then at number 5, I have Denver. The NCHC is just a bloodbath.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
That conference is so good. And not even included in the top 5 is also Minnesota Duluth in there. It's just the NCHC and the Big Ten running college hockey right now.
Yeah, not having Ivan Kovic makes me scared for Michigan.
Yeah.
Is he he's not out for the season? He's just out for a while.
No, that was the worry after the play is that like because I saw it and it didn't it looked like it was an accidental play. Like Danny Nelson shot the puck and then he toe picked and after he toe picked he slid right into Ivan Kovic and Ivan Kovic couldn't put any pressure on his leg. But it wasn't an intentional thing.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
But for them, for Michigan, it's good that it's not a torn ACL because that was the fear after the game.
Right. Yeah, I agree. All right. Thank you for that, Tim.
You're welcome.
Hot topics around sports. It's going to be yet again another choose your own adventure. Would we like to talk about the NFL playoffs, the national championship game that just happened, or 2 MLB signings?
Fuck no.
Who's just
So you want to end the episode, is what you're saying?
No. I'm saying I'm not talking about them signings. We can talk about anything else.
All right, we'll do that last.
Who's
National
this-
championship. Indiana wins their first ever championship, defeating Miami. Thoughts?
I lost $20. Good for Indiana. I want them to win all along. Just it's a team that's never won the Natty, winning the Natty for the first time, which is rare. That's so rare in these past 20 years, 30 years.
It's the first non-repeat winner since Florida won it back in the 90s.
But it's their first national championship. When was the last time someone won their first national championship?
No, that's what I mean.
Florida.
Like, it's the first time the Swills won their first national championship since Florida won back in the 90s. Like, for Indiana, this is just more than just, it's their first national championship. Indiana has never been good. Ever in their history.
They're
Like,
the most
I remember
losingest
growing
football
up
program
when it was-
ever.
Yeah, I remember growing up with Michigan State, looking at the schedule. Oh, we have Indiana. Sweet, that's a win.
Yeah.
Like, and I would be saying that in December of the year before.
Yeah.
Like, there's a win in Indiana, but like Cignetti comes in, and the past 2 years they've lost 2 games. Like a turn, I don't think we'll never see anything like this again in college football.
Yeah, it's the best
What
turnaround
he has
of all time.
done is insane. And I guess his introductory press conference quote wasn't that far off after all. He does win.
Google me.
Exactly. I win. Google me. Talk about a quote.
Yeah. Feel bad for Miami. Miami was there. They had a chance to go down and win the game, and Carson Beck froze. Not so great pick.
Yeah, that was not good.
And that'll be the last pass of his college career.
Respectfully to Carson Beck, thank God that's his last game in college football. That guy has been around for too long.
NFL divisional playoffs. You guys didn't get to talk about that because the Nordcast crew did the divisional preview for this week. You guys have the NFC and AFC championships. You guys got to get on that this week.
Yeah, that'll be recorded
for that. But what are
next
your thoughts on the divisional rounds of the NFL playoffs?
I think I'm so gutted for Buffalo fans. And my parlay.
I really thought this would be the year.
Not everything's about your bets.
Yes, it is. But I mean, I just like I'm here. Buffalo's kind of like team number 2 for me. Like I grew up with like Buffalo's like kind of like the home team. Like, so like Buffalo's like my number 2, and I was so gut right. They're always right there, and they always just can't get it done. Josh Allen played like shit.
He did.
That's the worst game I've ever seen Josh Allen play.
But he didn't play as bad as I saw C.J. Stroud play.
I didn't watch that one. I was at work.
It was horrible. Stroud, in 2 playoff games, has 9 turnovers. That's an NFL record, by the way.
Oh my God, it's worse than I thought.
Bo Nix, done for the year.
Yeah. Yikes.
Denver won the game, but did they really win?
Like I'll be honest, I'd rather have Buffalo, New England than this. I don't want to see Jared Stidham. Though it's a big,
awesome.
It's a big revenge arc though, because Stidham was a Patriots draft pick.
He was, and he got cut.
He got cut, yeah.
That would have been awesome though. Patriots versus
Bills.
I wanted that so bad.
That would have been cinema. Like that would, because I feel they split the year, correct?
Yeah, that would have been a great
they did.
series.
Yeah.
They split.
I think the AFC. I think we'll talk about it in the preview, but I feel like the AFC, the Bills game was great. The Patriots Texans game sucked.
Yeah.
NFC. Talk about this. The Niners Seahawks game is the tale of two teams. One put belt to ass, the other one's ass is sore.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch that game. I was something else. I saw the score and I'm like, yeah, I'm not turning that on.
I mean, the game started because I was at work and we had it on the TVs at work. I looked up and first play, you could still see the smoke from the pregame fireworks as the Seahawks defender is running the ball into the end zone for a pick six. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Dylan was yelling. That's all I've. Dylan was yelling. He wants Shanahan gone, which I don't think is going to happen.
That would be a mistake.
The other game, though, that was cinema. The Bears Rams game, that was an all time game. I feel bad for Jack. Norcast family.
Yeah.
I really wanted the Bears to win this game. I thought they had it. I thought they had it in the bag once they got the ball in overtime, and then Caleb froze a bad pick. I really wanted the Bears to win that game.
How dare you?
They beat my team. Why would I want them to win?
The Bears don't deserve anything. They don't deserve good things.
How can I make this about me, Tim?
Yeah. How can I make
it is.
You make it about the Lions.
I will. It was Matthew Stafford. I will easily make this about the Lions. I love that, man. I miss Stafford some days.
But that NFC game's good. Oh man, Seahawks Rams. That's gonna be electric. And I personally think whoever comes out of that game wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I actually agree with that sentiment.
Ironically, the two teams in the AFC Championship game are the two teams in the NFL playoff preview. James and I called frauds.
Yeah, we did call them frauds.
We called both of them frauds.
No, our picks look horrendous on the AFC. They look fucking horrendous right now.
They do.
You guys better have the second half.
I did not expect CJ Stroud to revert to whatever the hell that was.
Didn't you have Jags Texans in the AFC Championship?
I did. I thought the Jags had it. That's different. I said Jags Bills was a coin flip.
Yeah, I mean, I said Chargers were going to make the Super Bowl, so
you did say that. First, he just scored 0 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that's right.
But I'm gonna say right now, I think this is the Seahawks. Super Bowl to lose. The way they look against San Fran, come on,
they plowed them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun though because it's like I look at this and I say like the Super Bowl is kind of wide open. Like it feels like it's a lot more open than it's been in previous years, in my opinion. As
I'm gonna say this right for the AFC. There's not been an AFC Championship game without the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Steelers, or the Jets since 2003. I'm trying to think see the same teams all the time. And Patriots, Denver. Let's go back to my youth. That was the AFC Championship game every year when I was in high school. Or it was Patriots Steelers.
What is this? The Brady Manning days?
Yeah, it was either Patriots Colts, Patriots Steelers, Steelers Colts, or Broncos Patriots.
Yeah,
I know. I like it. The AFC. There's been 3 teams that dominated the whole time. Can we get some new blood, please?
Please, I'm begging.
NFC is always a different. It's like variety show over there. Like it's mixing. Like
I love it.
Yeah, that's why I like the NFC. I think the NFC a lot better because it's a lot more balanced over in the NFC. Where you get. I can't remember the last time we had a repeat NFC go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Remember, I haven't, or like I know we've had people go back to the NFC Championship game multiple times. Look at the Niners, look at the Rams,
The Eagles.
Eagles. Yep, doesn't happen.
We had
often.
it was like 3 years. It went like Chiefs, Eagles, Chiefs, Niners, Chiefs, Eagles.
Yeah,
But like that's like it. Like we don't get up, but it's not like it's the same teams every year. There's somebody new all the time.
I'm bitching about the AFC saying it's the same teams, but I'm just glad it's not Kansas City. Like that's just a blessing, and that's just a blessing for me.
Yes, but we opened up the old can of worms again.
Yes. So here's the thing. What I want to happen, I want Broncos, Seahawks. What
You and I will go into that later.
what I think is going to happen, Patriots, Rams.
Yeah, I can see that.
I got 2 words for you. Kyle Tucker. What do we think about that name?
Why the fuck would you bring that name into this podcast?
What do we think about his new team?
I think he's a little bitch boy. That's what really think you want to take the money. You want to take the money and be cushy and let's go win World Series. You know, just they don't need him. They don't need all that help. But why doesn't your owner spend that much money? They could do that. No, they can't. Their payroll is $2.1 billion. That is more than half of Major League Baseball's owner's net worth.
Another reason, like everybody's like, oh, your team can act like the Dodgers. No, they can't, because the Dodgers TV network, like TV contract, is so much more lucrative.
It is, yeah.
They get almost all the money from their TV deal, whereas like the Tigers and a bunch of other teams, like they all are with like. Well, I'm bringing up the Tigers for this one, and yes, there's a reason I'm doing it, is because they're with like the the FanDuel Sports Network, which is bankrupt.
Yeah, they're bankrupt.
So how can you make money from a TV contract that you're not, where the company isn't making fucking money?
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry. Some owners want to be fiscally responsible, and like some owners, you can keep up with the Dodgers, sure, but you're gonna go fucking bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I saw Kyle Tucker signed with the Dodgers, the first thought that came to my head was, well, there goes the 27 season.
Yeah. The Jays did offer Tucker a lucrative long-term deal. And he said, no, I'm going to go play for the Dodgers.
Well, I think I saw something today from Buster Only. The Jays were third on his list. He almost signed with the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets.
Can you blame him?
I don't blame him at all for taking the money. That's a lot of money for a short amount of time. I don't blame him at all.
No. Can you blame him for going to the Dodgers?
Yes, I can.
Yes and no.
Back-to-back World Series champions. I would argue they have the best pitching. They have the best hitters.
Oh, they do. They're a super team.
They're literally a juggernaut.
Yeah, enjoy this year's baseball because there won't be any the following year.
Yeah. Like, I get, like, ring chasing and wanting a ring. But the fact that you chose the Dodgers over the Mets for $10 million fucking dollars, like, are we serious? It was $10 million. The Mets were going to give him $55 million guaranteed over the first 2 years of the deal. And then the back 2 years were going to be 60 because the Mets were like, okay, no, it was the other way around. They were going to do 60 for the first 2 years like the Dodgers did because they figured after 2 years, he's going to opt out of his deal and then he's going to get a long-term deal. because logically that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But the Dodgers, they gave, like, barring some miracle where Kyle Tucker forgets how to hit a baseball, after 2 years, he's going to opt out of that contract. Most likely he will. But the Dodgers said, no, we'll still give you the $5 million. Instead of $55 million the last 2 years, we'll still give you $60 over all 4 years. And they gave him some deferred money and a bunch of, it's just, the whole, when I saw that, it's like, yep, there goes baseball for the season. For the 27 season. And it sucks.
Like,
I got two more words for you. Bo Bichette.
I'm sitting back, James. This is all you.
I'm going to say this right now. You should be pissed at having that Tucker went to the Dodgers, because if Tucker signed with the Mets, you have Bo Bichette.
I don't care anymore.
That's fair.
Go R-Phils. I don't. Run it back.
Bichette,
I mean, we can get into me. We can get into me. I want to get into you. Go ahead.
all right. As soon as Okamoto, as soon as the Jays got Okamoto, I kind of. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. Go ahead.
As soon as the fucking Blue Jays got Okamoto, I knew Bichette was done. There's no way they're gonna bring him back now. And I thought that into my head, and I told Tim in confidence, that I don't think Bichette was coming back. Or we would get Tucker, but not Bichette. We didn't get either. Like Blue Jays fans do, we get all hyped up for someone and then they don't sign here. It's how it's always been. It's how it always will be. Bichette to the Mets for 3 years at way too much money. Way too much money. Both Tucker and Bichette got overpaid the shit out of. The Met. I mean, it's a good move for the Mets. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. Bichette's a good hitter. Very, very good contact. Very high average. Defensive skills leave much to be desired. He's going to play third base. Third base? He's never played third base. Like, I don't get it. Bichette got his money for a short-term deal. He'll get a long-term deal after this deal. So, yeah, it is when it's good for the Mets. But at least he didn't go to like the Red Sox or the Yankees. If he went to the AL East, I would have been so mad.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. How about me? What about me? What about me?
What about you?
I just gotta suffer, right? So I look at the Bichette thing, and I mean, I didn't even speak for Kyle Tucker because what you guys said is just a repeat of what I would have said. I can't wait to post that clip, by the way, of you guys just crying about it. I can't wait. That's gonna get so much views. Anyway, Bichette. The problem is with Bichette and the Mets is Bichette really like a genuine need? The Mets need pitching.
They do need
pitching.
They don't
really need it.
They pivoted.
Don't really need a hitter, I guess.
This is the Mets. This is the Mets. So they pivot and they get what they get. They're the Dodgers of the East now, but they don't get more than they should. But they need pitching. Yes, there's still very good pitchers on the market. Actually, like you still got Framber Valdez, Zach Gallen's on the market still. Like there's still a lot of pitchers on the market, and you chose to get Bichette, which I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah, so there's that with me. I got 3 more words. Run it back. We're the Toronto Maple Leafs. Run it back. Let's go. Run it back. I can't wait. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'll let you talk. Let me talk. They will likely be the Phillies, by the way. The Phillies I'm talking about here because I'm a Phillies fan. They will likely be a divisional winner again. Probably. Maybe. Or at least they'll make the playoffs. And then they'll get to the playoffs, and their batters will just become a million Mitch Marners. Our whole team will just be Mitch Marner. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm not even gonna get into it because it's not worth it. Run it back. Run it back. And you know what? Fuck, I'm getting into it. You know what? I don't even blame them for running it back. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna just kind of take a retool year, or are you just gonna run it back and make all that money in ticket sales and go for the AL East again, or the NL East again, or the whatever the fuck we won last year? Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Evan,
Let's run it back, guys.
Evan, I'm going to say something, and you're not going to like this.
Go ahead.
I've seen this story with the Phillies. I've seen it before. I've lived it before. What is going on in Philadelphia right now is what happened with the Tigers in 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. 2011, we lost in the ALCS. 2012, made the World Series and lost. 2013, lost in the ALCS in a series we probably should have won. And then this year, and then 2014, we lost a heartbreaking series in the wild card or divisional round. And there's one common denominator with all of this. Dave Dombrowski. This is what his teams do. So, you guys have better ownership?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've lived this story.
Mm-hmm.
I felt your pain. I know what you're going through.
I mean, I'll still enjoy it. I'll still enjoy watching.
Oh yeah,
it.
you still enjoy the team, but
And then when I get to the playoffs, I'll have this whole reaction for the whole winter, and then I'll be back to, this is fun. I love winning every day.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna translate that. Womp womp. Womp,
No,
womp.
that's not what I was doing.
My team didn't win the World Series. That is literally my team. That is me, but like my team.
That is you.
I haven't been crying. I got over it pretty fast though. I'm not like sitting here like pouting. I'm not sitting here saying they should have won. I like the moves the Jays have made. I like what they've done. Okay, now you're just a prick. You're just...
For those who are on audio, I looked up the Dodgers World Series and started playing all these photos. All right,
you're just a
coming up on an hour 30. We're coming up on an hour 30. I need to stop the podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll be back next week. NFL preview this week. New Nordcast episode this week. New Royals rundown. Probably 3 Royals rundowns this week. Actually, probably 2. We'll see. I got a guest coming on the Royals rundown. So there you go. All right. Shorts all week as well. Blind rankings, guessing videos. We're going to do some more before we head off here. But that will do it for us. Thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next episode.
Ciao.
I just do what I do. See me? I just do what I do. Man, I just do what I do. To know about you, I just do what I do. Check. That's the intro. See that? Yeah. I just do what I do. See me? I just do what I do. Yo, check. Let me flip this script. I feel privileged for all who can witness this. I am close to divine. Know the moment is mine, need an omen or sign. Providing a back sound to all the squares that ask around. Be getting it, my skills pay me. Trying to get a million, baby, with an adopted flow that God gave me. Tell whoever runners that this spot is temporary till I take it, it's mine. I'm selfish, you will. Tell Miss I'm on my wealth tip. So when we cash out soon, I'm just investing. No yes men, I've been a legend since before mom and dad had me and was best friends. I chew through comp, don't test them. I chew on tracks cause after that I bless them. I just do what I do. You see me? I just do what I do. I just do what I do. I don't know about you, I just do what I do. Check.